Hey guys, welcome back. Josh from joshccghunter.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at a box of Dominaria, opening up 36 packs. We're going to be looking for a few key cards, definitely Teferi and Karn, and then also the main one I need right now for my white deck is the History of Dominaria. That's the key card we are looking for. So let's dive right in, take a look, see what we can get. This is my first box of Dominaria to open, so I am psyched about it. I think it's probably one of the better sets in the past few. I am looking forward to the set coming out at the end of January. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are looking forward to that, if you guys have already pre-ordered that, what cards you're looking for. I like that there's going to be a couple 3-drop Planeswalkers that look really insane that I took a look at today. Let's dive right in, shall we? Alright. Start off with Knight of Grace 2 for 2/2 first strike, hex proof to black, and it gets +1 if target player has a black creature. Then Jorah's Familiar. Flying 2/2 for 4. Historic spells cost you 2 less. That's good. Right, a Belzenlock. I like that. 4 is the rare. It's 4 mana. Create 2 0/1 black creature tokens. Great for blocking. And then at the end, create a 6/6 demon with flying trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this, or this creature does 6 damage to you. That is pretty good for a 4/4. It's like a ticking time bomb. Then the last uncommon, Canoe, Pride of Ephemerfer. Legendary creature, human knight, 2/2 for 4, double strike. I like double strikes better than first strike. Creatures you control with first strike have double strike. Boom. That's what we're talking about. Plains and a goblin. Alright, I like that. Not bad for starting off. Alright, coming up next, we have Skizit. I love Skizit. 4 mana, but if you pay 1 more, it gets to stay in play, and it's a 5/3 with trample, haste. So I think it's worth holding out for it to be 5 mana for a 5/3 trample. Knight of Malice, same thing as the White Knight. It's 2/2, first strike, hexproof if it has white. Gilded Lotus, look at that. Add 3 mana at any one color, tap for 5 mana. That is epic. Wish it was Black Lotus. Man, I got into Magic like one thing too late, I'm telling you. Then Garda, the Blood Flame. Another Plains, Sapling. Yeah, I'm psyched for the new sets come out. I want to go do the opening at your local game store. Make sure to always support your local game store when you can. Alright, next, Inbolus Clutches. Enchant permanent, you control it. Enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent is legendary. Spore Swarm, key in a Spore Sapling deck. Wild Onslaught. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. If the spell was kicked, put 2 1/1 counters on creatures you control. And Ariel, Knight of the Windgrace. I like this for a knight. And I thought she was a vampire, but I guess not. I was going to build a vampire deck coming up soon. Awesome. Alright. And Sapling. Next up, we have Elfhelm Druid. I'm gonna make an elf ball deck. I've seen a couple of really cool ones. And then Flame of the Keld. I used this on Arena, and I did not use it correctly. Yeah. I did not use it correctly. Number 1 is discard your hand. Make sure you don't have any cards when you play this card, then you don't have to discard your hand. The next turn you're going to get to draw 2 cards. And then if a red source would do damage, if you were casting like a lightning bolt or something like that, it would do 2 more on top of that. And Urza's Ruinous Blast. I think this was used against me today. Yes, it was. Exile all non-land permanents that aren't legendary. Had an angel deck just decimate me online today because of this card. That, I hadn't seen it played either. That was a good card. And then Volduke, Keeper of the Flame. Guess he keeps all the flames in his pocket. Alright, night token. Alright, alright. Yes, I needed this for my white neck. Dauntless Bodyguard. Like I said, I haven't opened one of these boxes up yet, so I'm missing uncommons and even commons. 4 of them. Dauntless Bodyguard 2/1. You could sacrifice this, and then creature gains indestructible till end of turn. For 1, for a 2/1, Champion of Flame, 1/1 trample, gets 2/2 for each aura equipped to it. Whoa. Merfolk Trickster, flash 2/2. When it comes into play, target creature will lose all abilities until end of turn. This can change around, I'm telling you. And Rampaging Cyclops is our first foil, and then Zahid, Vision of the Lamp. You may pay 4 and tap an untapped artifact you control, rather than paying the spell's mana cost, which is 6. So that won't be bad, especially coming up with the new planeswalkers and their abilities. I think there's going to be lots of artifact decks with the new planeswalkers coming out. Alright, Sentinel of the Pearl Trident. Flash 3/3 for 5. When it enters battlefield, you can exile a target historic permanent you control. If you do, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next step. So that'd be good for History of Benalia or something like that. Shield of Realm prevents 2 damage. And there it is. Muldrotha, the Grave Tide. Let's see what they do. 6 mana, 6/6. During each of your turns, you may play up to 1 permanent card of each permanent type from your graveyard. That is not bad, especially in a black control deck. That would be perfect. Alright, I'll put that there. And then Hala, the Fire Fletcher. 3 mana for 3/3 trample. Whenever you cast a spell and it was kicked, put a 1/1 counter on this. Then it deals damage to each opponent for each 1/1. That could be pretty cool. Build a deck around that. I like that. Nightmare of Horror. Alright. Oh, also, don't forget to like this video. It helps out. Don't forget to ring the bell so that you'll get notifications when new videos come out. And subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. What do we have here? Memorial to Folly. Add a black mana, it comes in tapped. Return target creature card from the graveyard to your hand. Perfect for a black deck. Orcish Vandal, 2 for a 1/1. Sacrifice, deals 2 damage to any creature. Could be good, I guess, in certain circumstances. 2-headed Giant, I think you flip a coin. Yes. If both coins come up heads, it has double strike until end of turn. And if it's tails, it has menace until end of turn. Not too good. I'd rather have this one than the Casparian Paragon. First strike, Vigilance, lifelink, 2/2 for a 3. Aura and equipment costs you 1 less. I like that, especially on a white. When you're running like just a fast white deck with auras and equipment, that would be a backbone of that deck right there. Oh, I almost thought that was History of Benalia. Look out. Oh my goodness. I thought that was it. Alright, there we go. Song of the Frailes. And this is in that elf ball deck that I was talking to you guys about. Till end of turn, tap any creatures. You can add 1 mana of any color. And then on the third, put a 1/1 on each creature you control. They gain vigilance and trample and indestructible. That bomb diggity. Memorial of War. Add a red. Sacrifice. Destroy target land. Ooh, I see a shiny. That's a really horrible rare. Well, I haven't found a good use for it. And then send over the Pearl Dragon. Oh, that's the one we already saw. That's cool. Another foil. And Shana. Sisei's Legacy. Alright. And 2 for a. Can't be the targeted abilities your opponent controls. And she gets 1/1 for each creature you get. That's great. And either a white weenie deck or even an elf deck. That is pretty cool. I do like that. Better than the rare there. I think this is going to be the pack. History of Dominaria. Here we come. That's what I want the most out of here. If I could get 2 or 3 of those, that would be better than any card I really want. Most of all. Let's take a look. Lingering Phantom. 5/4 for 6. When you cast a historic spell, pay a black. If you do so, return this from the graveyard. Sage of Latinum. 1/2 for 2. Sacrifice an artifact. Draw a card. Alright, come on. Sanctum Spirit. 3/2 for 4. Lifelink. Discard a historic card. Gets indestructible. And Narumi. Master Wizard. Alright, I'll take that. So legendary. 3/3 for 4. I think this will be good with the new set coming up. When she enters battlefield, copy target instant or sorcery card you control. You may choose a new target for that. Other wizards you control get +1/+1. Not bad for a legendary swamp. I already got 2 legendaries and we're not even at 3rd through. That's pretty cool. Alright, next up we have Triumph of Gerald. Almost History of Dominaria. This is 1 white. Sacrifice to make it 2 1/1 soldier tokens. The first eruption. The first eruption deals 1 damage to each creature without flying. Turn 2, add 2 red mana. Turn 3, sacrifice a mountain. If you do, the first eruption deals 3 damage to each creature. And then Slinvoda, the Rising Deep. This is a big guy, 8 mana, but it's 8 mana for an 8/8. And then when it enters battlefield, if it was kicked, return all creatures. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Return all creatures except merfolk, krakens, leviathans, octopuses, and serpents. 8 mana. That's a lot much. But if this is a merfolk deck towards the end of the game, I could win you the game. I'm not gonna say it couldn't. Definitely could. What we got? Fight with fire. Kicker deals 5 damage to target creature. If it was kicked, deals 10. And you can divide it. That's game changing. Howling Golem 2/3. When it attacks blocks, each player draws a card. Don't like that too much. Primeval's Glorious Rebirth. 7 mana. Sweet mercy. It better be a Glorious Rebirth. Return all legendary permanent cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, well, that is pretty glorious. That is definitely game changing. That is good. Ship's Caretaker, Tiana, 5 for 3/3 flying, first strike. Enters the graveyard. Whenever or equipment hits the graveyard from battlefield, you can return that card to the owner's hand at the next end step. That's not too shabby. I like that Glorious Rebirth. That could be cool if you mill yourself down and just 7 mana. But I think there's a place for maybe one of those in the deck, definitely. Alright, come on. Amarathian Wall, 0/6 defender, gains indestructible till end of turn for 4 mana. Not bad at all. The Soothsayer, sacrifice a creature, draw a card. Mirsha's self-replicating machine. Whenever you cast a historic spell, you may pay 1. If you do, create a copy of this, which is a 2/2. 5 mana to get it going though. Sweet mercy. Whisper of Blood Hunters. 2/2 for 4. Sacrifice 2 creatures. Return target creature card from the graveyard to battle. Alright, now we're a third through. Let's see next. And there we go. The Eldest Reborn. Each opponent sacrifices a point. Man, this in Arena, it kills me. It is 5 mana though, but each opponent sacrifice creature or planeswalker. Second, opponent discards a card. And third, put target creature from your graveyard into battlefield under your control. And it could be any graveyard. Not too shabby. Wild Onslaught, so it's a put 1/1 token on each creature you control. If you kick it, you can put 2/2. Go to the Sapling deck. Memorial of War again. Teshar, Ancient Apostle. Alright, I will take that. 4 mana. 2/2 flying. Whenever you cast a historic spell, return target creature, convert a mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That could definitely be game changing. Alright, I like that there. Oh, right there. I'll definitely put that in the deck. Alright, up next we have Wizard Retort. It's great if you have wizards in your deck. Costs only 2 mana, counter target spell. Shield of Realm, prevents 2 damage. Glorious. That's what we were looking for, folks. History of Vanilla. Ding, 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 ding. I need a couple more of these. I wish these two were a couple more copies. So, why this is so good. 3 mana, first turn, create a 2/2 white knight token with vigilance. Second turn, make another one. Third turn, all knights get +2/+1 until end of turn. Oh, that's the key to a knight deck. Alright, so at least we got one, because the last box, that core 19, oh, we got stung on that. Nothing really that good. Alright, and then 6/4, it's Uragos, the empty one. 6 for 4/3 flying. When it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card at random. If that player can't, you draw a card. That's pretty cool. That has a little kickback thing. Oh, I'm so glad we got that. I think right now it's like $20-25 just for that card. So that was well worth this. Alright, hopefully there is more. Moral Folly again. Merfolk Trickster again. Haphazardous Bombardment. I do think this card could be cool. It's 6 mana. When it enters battlefield, choose 4 non-permanents that you don't control and put an aim counter on them. At the beginning of your end step, if 2 or more permanents you don't control have an aim counter on them, destroy one of those permanents at random. I kind of like the whole random aspect of that. Probably not too good. And then another Shana Sasay's Legacy. Not a bad card. Alright, I'm having fun with this Dominaria box. You know, I feel good. I got at least one copy of one of the cards I'm looking for. Still looking for a Karn or a Teferi. Definitely. But feeling good. Elfin Druid again. Flame the Killed. Sylvan Awakening. Oh, this is the one that turns all your lands into 2/2 elemental creatures with reach, indestructible, and haste. And they're still lands. For 3 mana, that could be pretty devastating. I do like that. And then another Voda. Alright. Motoring through. Memorial of Unity. It's good to have like one of these in your elf ball deck. So it's green, comes in tap. You can tap it for a green, or you can sack this. Look at the top 5 cards of your library, and you may reveal a creature card among them. Put it in your hand, and then put the rest in the bottom of your library. Lingering Phantom, have that. Howling Golem, oh, I have a good feeling. Evra Helicon, I already have a couple of these. I don't know really the use of her. I mean, so it's 6 for 4/4 lifelink. Exchange your life total with Evra's power. But she has life. I don't know. Not too good. At least in my opinion. Maybe there's a deck centered around her, but don't feel offhand. I don't know. Don't think there is. I think it's just one of those crappy rares. Okay, Champion of Flame again. Here we go. Trample. Gets +2/+2 for each equipment and aura on it. Final Parting. What's this one? 5. Search your library for 2 cards. Put them in your graveyard. Put them in your graveyard and then shuffle your library. That, for 5 mana. Well, you could pair that up with that. What was that other one we had? The Glorious Rebirth right here. So, yeah. And then you'd be able to cast that because it's 7. Oh no, you're at 5, 7. Well, you're almost there. Alright. Daring Archaeologist. 4 mana for 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, you may return target artifact card from the graveyard to your hand. Whenever you cast a historic spell, put a 1/1 counter on Daring Archaeologist. Ooh, there we go. Death Balloon Thallid. Foil. I like this guy. Avarad the Cursed. 5 mana. I think every legendary. Yep, every legendary you control gets +2/+2. And that's the same colors. There we go. As the Glorious Rebirth. I have to build an arena deck around that and see if it works out. If it does, I'll let you guys know. The Pauper event is almost done. An arena. Are you guys enjoying arena? You guys play arena? Did you guys get all the way to the end? I did. And then I think I have 3 of the Lawnmower Elves. The new edition, the new image that came with. Icy Manipulator. That's a 4 mana. It's an artifact. Tap 1. Tap target creature artifact. Thorn Elemental. 7/7 for 7. It can assign combat damage as though it weren't blocked. Hinterland Harbor. Oh, first land in this. Wow. First land in this box. It is tap to add a green or a blue. Bayard, Steward of Argrave. 2/4 for 4. Vigilance. Creatures can't attack you or your planeswalker unless the controller pays 1 mana per attacker. It'll save you early on. It's only 4 mana. So you get him out there and he can survive a lava coil. Not too shabby. Time of Ice. 4 mana. Tap target opponent creature controls. It does not tap during its normal untap phase. Happens again the second time. And then the third turn, return all tapped creatures to owner's hand. That can definitely hold somebody up. Another Sanctum Spirit. There we go. Jaya Ballard. 5 mana. 5/5. Legendary Planeswalker. +1. Add 3 mana. Spend this mana to only cast instants or sorcery spells. Yes, please. +1. Discard up to 3 cards. Then draw that many cards. Yes, please. -8. You get an emblem. You may cast an instant sorcery card from your graveyard. If a card cast this way would be put in the graveyard, exile it instead. That is monumental. There's our 4th. And then Slimefoot Storeway. Need these in sapling decks. Definitely a good uncommon. So it gets, you can create sapling tokens for 4 with this guy. And then whenever a sapling dies, deal 1 damage. I'm enjoying this box. It's been a good box so far. Nature's Spire. Return target card from graveyard to your hand for 2 mana. Can't go wrong with that card. That is definitely a good card. Weight of Memory for 5. Draw 3 cards. Target player puts the top 3 cards of his library in the graveyard. Oh, I almost thought it was another History of Benalia. Fall of Thrawn. 6. Destroy all lands. Wow, that's pretty aggressive. And then 2 and 3 is each player returns 2 land cards from the graveyard to the battlefield. That's pretty cool. That's pretty aggressive though. Come on, History of Dominaria again. Or Teferi. Or a Karn. Fight with Fire. We already did this one. It's 5. If you kick it, you can do 10 damage, and you can split the damage among however many targets. Sorcerer's Wand. I saw a pretty cool loop deck that Bad Boy Gaming put out, I think yesterday or the day before. It seemed like a pretty cool loop deck. Check him out. And a Dread Shade. 3 for a 3/3, and it gets 1/1 until. I don't see anything wrong with this card. I would definitely play that. And then Tatiyova, the Druid. It's the Merfolk Druid, 3/3 for 5. Whenever a land hits the battlefield under your control, gain a life, draw a card. Not too bad. I like that. I think we'll see Merfolk decks making another comeback after this new expansion. I'm really stoked for the new expansion. Alright, of the Triumph Pearl. Oh, Cast Down. There we go. I don't think I had 4 of those yet. That's good. 2 mana. Destroy target non-legendary creature. And Memorial of Glory. Okay, what's this gonna be? Grand Warlord Radha. 4 mana, 3/4 haste. When 1 or more creatures you control attack, add that much mana in any combination of red or green to your mana pool until end turn. If you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. What? That's kind of unique. I haven't seen anybody running any red-green at all. That used to be like the thing to do back when I played 20 years ago. I mean, they have those cards, but I haven't seen anybody in Arena or Paper Magic playing those. Okay, Memorial to Genius. This is the blue one, sacrifice, draw 2 cards, but that's 5 mana. Spore Crown Thallid, need it in a Sapling deck. Add 1/1 to all your Saplings for 2 mana. Oh, Thrawn, Temporary Gateway. I was hoping it was going to be a Karn. You may put a historic permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield for 4. That's cool. Another Danitha Swamp. Alright, 2/3 down. We're going to get another History of Dominaria. I don't know, we've already got 4 legendaries. We'll see. I think that'd be rare, but you never know. Untamed Kavu for 2. 2/2 kicker. Trample, Vigilance. If it was kicked, put 3, so it's a 5/5. I like this because you can do it for 2 mana. Still have, trample, but vigilance, that's important for 2. Seal Away, very important in a white deck. Flash, target a tapped creature and then exile it until this card's destroyed. And Jaya's Emulating Inferno. You may cast a legendary sorcery only if you have the Planeswalker. Does X damage to up to 3 targets. Then Hala, again, Hala the Fire Fetcher. Alright. Chainer's Torment deals 2 damage to an opponent and you gain 2 life for the first 2, and then on the third creates an XX Black Horror token where X is half your life total, rounded up. I don't like this card. It's too easy to get removed, and losing half your life, that's just too much for me. Goblin Barrage. Kicker, sacrifice an artifact or a goblin. Deals 4 damage to target creature. If the spell was kicked, it also deals 4 damage to target player. Sage of Latnam again. Man, oh, there we go. Foil Skizrit, like I said. I like this card. Just make sure to kick it. And what's this one? Togar, Famine Incarnate. 8 mana, 7/6. As an additional spell cast, sacrifice any number of creatures. This spell costs 2 less. Thank goodness, because it's 8 mana. When it enters the battlefield, up to 1 target player's life becomes half their starting life total, rounded down. That's even cool in Commander. Alright. There's my night token. My history of Dominaria. The Triumph of Gerald. Oh, we had one of these before we had the history of Benelia, so maybe we're on to this. Juggernaut, 4, 5, 3. Can't be blocked by walls. Has to attack if it can. The Myria Conjecture. Had this played against me for the first time today in Arena. I was a little scared. It didn't work out that bad in my favor, but return target instant card from your graveyard to your hand. Return target sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand, and until end of turn, you can cast the instant or sorcery card, copy it, and then choose a new target for it. That is dangerous in an Izzet deck. Groon the Lonely King. 6 mana for a 5/5. There's a kicker. If it was kicked, enters with 5, 1/1, so it would be a 10/10. But you're looking at 9 mana. When it attacks alone, double the power and toughness until end of turn. You put Trample on that guy. Redonkulous. Alright, man, I have to say, this has been the best box opening so far. Just going through it. The Lava Runner. Gotta have that for the red mono decks. Goblin War Chief, 2/2 for 3. Goblins cost 1 less to cast, and they have haste, like that. Valid Soothsayer, Verdant Force, 8 mana, 7/7. At the beginning of each upkeep, create a sapling. And Rafagassian, Ship Mage, 4 mana, 3/3, Flying Flash. You may cast historic spells as if they had flash. That's going to be good. I think I'm going to be making a white-blue deck when this new expansion comes out. There just seems like there's so many good combinations on cards. The new Planeswalkers that are like 3-drop. Okay, Urza's Tome. Draw a card, discard a card unless you exile a historic card from your graveyard. Gaia's Blessing. You need this in the green deck. Target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from their graveyard into their library, then draw a card. Put this in the library. If this is put into the graveyard from library, shuffle your graveyard into your library. That's perfect against a mill deck. Isolated Chapel. It is a white-black. Good for a vampire deck. And a Healing Grace. Prevent 3 damage and heal 3 damage. Ooh, Tessico. These are perfect for weenie decks. There we go. Creatures you control with power 1 or toughness 1 can't be blocked. You run those in with the rats. Perfect in a rat deck. You can make a rat deck. I just don't have a rat. Actually, the major rat you needed was in this, and I haven't pulled one yet, so that's not too good. Fungal Plots, good for a sapling. Enchantment, exile a creature card from your graveyard, create a 1/1 sapling token, sacrifice 2 saplings, gain 2 life, and draw a card. Wizard's Retort, that's a counter. Orcish Vandal, come on. Ooh, another legendary. Jahora, the Weatherlight Captain. Man, I remember Weatherlight. I have the full set, actually. It was the first set I ever collected that I have the full thing on. 4 mana, 3/3. Whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card. I can't argue with that. Which was the history of Benelia, but I can't argue with it. That's still good. Okay. Up next, Seer Angel. There she is. 5 mana for 4/4. Oldie but goodie. A little expensive, but Flying Vigilance. It's been around forever. Diligent Excavator. 1/3 for 2. You can cast historic spell target player puts... Wait, whenever you cast a historic... Oh, here we go. It's for a mill deck. They get to put 2 cards... Whenever you cast a historic spell, they put 2 cards from their library into the graveyard. Karn's... Come on, maybe this is a sign we're going to get a Karn. Karn's Temporal Sundering. 6 mana. You may cast legendary sorcerers only if you have the Planeswalker. Target player takes an extra turn after this one. Return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Exiled. Karn's Temporal Sundering. Rona, Disciple of Kicks. Alright, we got here 5 left. Come on, another history card or Tefari. Fire Fist Adept. 5 mana. Enters battlefield, deals XX damage, where X is the number of wizards you control. The Void. Enters battlefield, you scry 1, and then it's colorless. Dampening Sphere. Each player costs 1 more to cast for each other spell that player has cast this turn. Wow. Traxos, Scourge of Krug. I've gotten torn up on Arena with this card because it's a 4 for 7/7 trample. It's tapped, but whenever you cast a historic spell, you can untap it. So that is not too bad, but you definitely have to build a deck around it. That is for sure. Alright, another Time of Ice is the one that keeps things tapped and then they return on the 3rd. Settle the score, 4 mana, exile target creature, put 2 loyalty counters on the planeswalker you control. The Antiquities War. I don't know this one actually. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in any random order. And then on the 3rd turn, artifacts you control become artifact creatures that are 5/5. Alright. Yargle, Cousin of Ugbor. 3 left. Take a look. I see a shiny. Wizard's Lightning. Costs 2 less if you have a wizard. And it'd be one red for 3 damage like it used to be. Alright, on Sierra's Wings. 4 mana. I do like this. I wish it was a 2/2 buff on it, but gives a creature 1/1 flying, vigilance, and lifelink, so I really can't complain. And Cabal Stronghold. It's the black mana. What do we got here? Tap to add a colorless. 3 add a black for each basic swamp you control. Wow, that could actually be pretty good later on. And a foil. Cold Water Snapper. Adiles, the Cinder Wind. For 3, 2/2 flying haste. There we go. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, wizards you get +1/+1. That's pretty cool. Wizards are pretty cool. Red, I'm telling you, dominating. I'll see in the new expansion, red still dominates. Alright, there we go. Song of Freeze. We need that for our Elf Ball deck. Curator's Ward. Enchant permanent. Permanent is hexproof. I do like that. If it leaves the battlefield, and if it was historic, draw 2 cards. Alright. Ooh, Weatherlight. Huh. 4/5, 4 mana, 4/5 flying. When it deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 5 cards of your library and reveal a historic card from among them and put it in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Crew 3. Wow, it's quite a deck. We got the captain. Weatherlight, the captain. Alright, Urgos, the empty one again. Alright, last pack team. Thanks for staying with me this long. I hope you enjoyed all this pack opening. We're doing more in a week or so. Alright, let's see, another Eldest Reborn. Alright, I will take that. Oh, skipped one. Ooh, Marin the Nurturer. I need that. And it's a foil. It's for the elf deck. 3 for a 1/1. Whenever elf enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on her, tap her, and you get green mana for as many 1/1 counters on her. That is an epic pull. What did we get before that? See, the voice of plenty. This is perfect. Your planeswalkers you control and other creatures you control have hexproof. Oh man. So they have to kill her to target somebody else. Flying 3/4, 4 mana, and then for 6, put a 1/1 creature token, or a 1/1 token on all creatures you control. That was an epic last pack. Warcry of the Phoenix. This one's 4 2/2 flying haste. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may pay 3 and bring this back from the graveyard. Oh man, what a box! I am just ecstatic right now. Another Tina's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legendaries, including the History of Dominaria, which was so important for me to pull for my white deck. I am stoked on getting that. Stay tuned for more episodes. Thanks for joining me again. And don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys soon.